sir.
Oh, this feels good. Comfortable.
You settled? I
Yeah.
know you in the process of like reorganizing your office or your studio, if you will.
Yes.
So
Yes.
as long as you're comfortable and ready for the show,
I am ready. I am ready.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 154 of the Smoke Pit Live. It's been a minute since we've been live. A lot of things going on, family stuff during the Fridays and the weekends, but we're back here. And apparently, we as a country, we did a thing on Tuesday. So
Oh, did we ever?
we did a thing. Uh, Same thing we do every 4 years around this time of year, and people feel a certain type of way about it. So, like I mentioned in the little live I did over on the Smoke Pit page, we wouldn't be the Smoke Pit if we just kept running away from real discussions and stuff. Yeah, you come here for the ha-has and the hee-hees and the key-key-keys and stuff, but there have been episodes when we talked about some real shit going on in the world, in the country, and we figured, you know, let's get back to it.
Yep.
So if you are ready to go, we can go ahead and you know what, let's do the shot before we do the intro.
Ooh, good idea. Good idea.
So
Great idea.
I'm here with my shot of Malibu rum that
I still got that janky ass whiskey, so I'm gonna finish it.
is that a, Big Back Activities shirt you rocking? Uh-oh. We froze up.
Oh my
Oh no,
goodness.
there you back.
All right, cool, cool.
You froze mid pour.
Yes, I am rocking the Big Back Activities shirt.
Nice. But
I'm actually gonna put those on the store soon.
okay,
So
bet. You got a toast for
you
the
know
people?
what, man? I actually I'm gonna put this one up for everybody. No matter where you are, no matter how you feel, we all needed this shit. So regardless how you feel this week, I know it's a lot of emotions, especially from my ladies. I know there was a lot of emotions coming out of Tuesday. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna put this one in the air for everybody. We are going to be okay. And that's the toast. Regardless of what happens, we are going to be okay. And if not, we can still drink.
Salud, my guy.
Cheers. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let us start the show. The following is a presentation of the Dat Villain Podcast Network, reminding you to always question the answers.
Welcome to the smoke pit. It's Friday night, come and take a load off. Come sit in the smoke pit, it's time for us to show off. It's been a long week, come relaxing, get some laughs in, and let's talk about these brackets. And while we at it, tell me whose man's is this? Cause I got questions, I'm hoping you can answer it. Get ready, cause you know we gon' talk a lot of shit. It's Mac and Mac, welcome to the smoke pit. Yes,
Y'all know
sir.
what it is. Friday night mood is right. Dynamic duo of Black and Mac back live on the Smoke Pit, episode 154. And like we talked about, election day came and went, and emotions are high. And you know, we were just going to talk it out amongst ourselves. But if you want to contribute to the discussion, feel free. We're looking for level-headed discussions. You know, if emotions get high, they get high. You know, we're not going to do anything to try to pour any gasolina on that fire. Just try to talk things out. But before that, Halloween came and went. How was your spooky day, man? Your kids dress up, you take them trick or treating. What's up?
Nah, bro, my kids, they feel like they got too old to go trick or treating, which pissed me off. It really did piss me off. because this is the day of the year I look forward to. I look forward to dad tax. You know what I mean? Like, and then when my youngest was like, "No, Dad, I don't want to go out trick or treating." Like, come on, man. Like, come on. This is our thing. This is my thing.
How old's your youngest again?
He's 12.
12. Oh, so
Yeah,
he too old for that?
that's
You
what he
don't even
said.
put, you don't even put the costume on or nothing?
Nah, he was like, nah, Dad, I'm good. But what's crazy is shout out to my cousin Dardo. He came in
Yeah.
town and he brought his kids, and his kids went trick or treating, and
Okay.
they brought back candy. But I was just like, come on, bro, you ain't gonna go out and get the candies. He was like, nope, not at all. So we ended up staying, and our neighborhood is pretty quiet. So
Yeah.
no one came over, no one knocked on the door. It was a relatively, I was kind of sad. It was a relatively quiet Halloween for us. What about you?
Uh so my oldest, he was at work. My daughter, who be turning 18 this uh December, she didn't trick or treat, but she still gets in costume. She does a good job. Like, she is a very creative person. Will go on Amazon, order her stuff, and she had a whole wig on, and she went as a character from I guess one of these mobile games that she's been playing.
Mm,
Um, so she had the bat, the wig, the costume, the boots, and all that stuff. So she goes all out, almost cosplay level
mhm.
type stuff. So I appreciate that. So she just stayed home and helped my wife hand out candy, because Halloween is also my wife's birthday. So it's a get home from work, try to set the stuff up for the birthday celebration afterwards, rush out, do some trick or treating with my youngest, who was all about that stuff. So
Mhm.
my one complaint though, when it comes to trick or treating, is these grown ass kids that just don't put the effort in, don't wear a costume, just roll up with a book bag on like they just got off the school bus. Talk about
Mhm.
be be taking candy from the kids that put in the effort to put on costumes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I've come to this conclusion, and I talked to Apple about it. I don't know if she's totally on board with it, but I'm just like, next Halloween we're gonna do this thing. We're gonna have a bowl of candy that's the good shit, right? And that's
Right.
what we give people in costume. I was on board with, if you ain't got no costume, you ain't getting no candy from us.
I'm
Apple
digging that.
Apple was like, that's terrible. Don't do that, right? So I'm like, cool. Then we'll have another bowl of candy that'll just be like the Tootsie Rolls, you know, the fucking Dum Dums, the cheaper
Yeah.
candy,
Yeah.
and that'll
Get
be,
everything the group voted off.
yeah, pretty much. So when people come up without the costume and stuff, be like, oh, you get from this bowl.
Yep.
So they grabbing handfuls of Tootsie Rolls and they're looking at the bowl that has the Reese's peanut butter cups and the Snickers and shit like that. So, you know, the candy you get will be equivalent to the effort you put into the fucking
As it
the
should be. Let's be fair. Let's be fair. You give me maximum effort, I'll give you great candy. How about
Indeed. Indeed.
that?
So we'll try that next year, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully that'll energize people to be like, man, if you're going to that house, you better at least have a mask on or something. You
Yep.
know what
I
I'm
love
saying?
it. I love it.
Trick or treat. Zip, zip, zip. Like, you the
It's a
fuck
trick for
did you
you.
just did you just get off the bus, my boy? Like, what's happening?
It's a trick for you.
Um but so yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, man.
Let's do
Election
it.
day happened this
Mm.
Tuesday, and going into it, I'll speak for myself at this point. I had a I was hoping uh for Vice President Kamala Harris to win, right?
Mm.
Full transparency. Was I shocked that she didn't win? Absolutely not.
Me neither.
Okay. Why was that your mindset?
There were a lot of factors against her. The biggest one, primarily, is that she entered the race way in the later stages of the race. Right? They had already had a debate with Biden and Trump, and Biden didn't do well
at
So
all.
right. So they asked him to leave. I think that was a mistake. And at the moment, I thought it was a mistake. In hindsight, it was a big mistake.
Mm,
You kind of should have rolled that out. And then you could have made up for it in other areas, but coming in that late into the race is it's an uphill climb, man. And this guy had 4 years to build his case. You know what I'm saying? Like that's you're fighting against pretty big odds. That being said though, I thought what she did with the time that she had, and this is going to be a theme for me. What she
okay.
did with what she had was incredible. Incredible. No one else could have done that. If whatever the vice president was, if it wasn't her, no one else could have done that. Not in that amount of time. It's asking a lot. So it didn't surprise me. Not at all. What would have surprised me is if it were if it were her winning. I would have been really surprised then, and by a big margin. That would have surprised
Yeah, when it comes to the swap from Vice President Harris from President Biden, I for one was of the mindset of you can't have this guy run again. Like he's like for comedic terms, my man is pushing up to his expiration date. Not his
me. Oh, most
life,
definitely.
not like life dying, but like your ability to be serviceable in the position that you're holding. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? To be able to fulfill the duties, you can't do that anymore.
If we got
And,
a question, if you should be driving like that, you've done enough, my guy. That's enough.
agreed. And we've seen it the past I want to say year, like with Mitch, Mitch McConnell. He just
Mm-hmm.
like you can like, bro, your mind is not sharp enough to carry out the duties that people are electing you into position to do. And I felt that when it came to President Biden. So I think if y'all were going to make that move, that should have been something y'all should have done sooner.
Correct. I agree with
Which
that.
I'm not. I'm not majoring in political science. I don't know all the ins and outs of that. Just as a person watching it, you want to position your party to look competent, and I think they realize how incompetent they look when that first debate happened between Trump and President Biden, and they're just like, "Oh shit, we got to do something." So then they did, and like you said, she jumped in the race late, and for the short time that she was able to generate funds and everything, like she was able to generate an amazing amount of money. The backing and all of that stuff, the energy that she was bringing reminded me something along the lines of when President Obama first started running
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
had that momentum. Uh, yes, we can believe in change, all of that stuff. That kind of reminded me of that. So that gave me hope. Like maybe she can pull this off. And there's a part of me that the reason why I'm not shocked is the the following that President Trump, President-elect Trump, former president, like whatever, President Trump has garnered and has maintained, even though he was nowhere in office.
Right.
The
Right.
way that following stayed with him
Right.
throughout um, his inact his period of inactiveness in politics, going through court, being convicted, all of these things, and the following not wavering. I'm just like, bro, this is ridiculous. The following that he has. So come election night, this was not a drawn out, there was nothing left up for debate. Like it was a clear ass whooping
Most
that
definitely.
happened on that
Most
night.
definitely.
So I mean, you're sitting here like, well, here we go. And the thing I want to address, and you've probably seen it too, is the I guess the fallouts, the the emotional damage, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
um, from those who were like just so all in on Harrison Walls winning the office and that not happening. Now there's been some things leading up to it. And, we can talk Project 2025, um,
Mm-hmm.
of some of the things that he has mentioned, that he was going to do once he gets in office, things that he was trying to put in play previously in office that he may or may not try to get going again. That coupled with the Senate and the House kind of belonging to the Republicans at this point. So
Yeah.
I can understand um the apprehension and anxiety from some people. Have you been seeing that as well?
I have, and it's the fact that he has the House and well, possibly the House and the Senate that it scares people. And full transparency, he has come out and he has hit on some bullet points from. If you read the Project 2025 document, I highly suggest you go read it. He hit on some bullet points in the video of things that he wanted to accomplish, and it's word for word that's coming out of Project 2025. So that coupled with the fact that he is in a stronger position than he was in 2016 when he got when he got elected the first time, it's giving people a cause to worry. That is it's a valid concern, especially if you read what they want to do in Project 2025. It's a valid concern from people. I don't want to invalidate their concern because it is something that they very much, if that's not something that jives with you and your morals and how you choose to treat people, if that's something that's not that you don't stand for, it is absolutely a point that you need to be concerned with. What I would what I would what I would suggest is there the power they want to put it in the states, right? So in that comes an opportunity for you to now hold your state congressman, representative, senator, governor. That becomes your chance to hold them accountable, right? Um, it's them pushing it back to the states, but I think we are also in a position to where we can make our voices be heard at a louder state, right? So please get yourselves familiar with that and see what it is that you can do on your end, on your part, to kind of kind of level the playing field, if you will. If that's something that you're against, find out what you can do to level the playing field. I think Tim Waltz, if you listen to his speech today, he said it perfectly. He said it perfectly. Like if I was a person that lived in Minnesota, I'd absolutely be comfortable with Tim Walz as governor because he said he wants to open the door for people who don't believe what he's doing as governor. He wants to work with those people, and absolutely, you should find a common ground with the people that are running your state. So I understand the concern, but you still have power. Please believe that you do.
Yeah, I was talking to a friend of mine last night whose views lean uh towards the conservative side, but she's not, um I guess for lack of a better word, a Trumper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but of the two, her policies, her views and stuff, lean toward the conservative side. So that's where she leaned to. And we had a discussion as far as like I think she's more in tune and followed the race and policies a little bit, or I'll say a whole lot better than I did. Because I'll let you guys know like my reasoning for sending my ballot to Florida, where I'm a resident at, which is like just let me just put this in the shredder anyway, right? Because this ain't gonna do anything,
It ain't
right?
gonna make it. It ain't gonna make it.
This ain't gonna really do anything. Um, here's where I'm at. I'm just like, at some point, like to be the highest elected position that you can be, elected to be a convicted felon of multiple charges.
Yep.
Do we not draw the line? Because to me, as somebody serving in the military, it's just like there are certain lines. Like if you are a felon, you can't do certain things. You can't have a clearance, X, Y, and Z, all of this stuff. However,
Correct.
this man is a convicted felon and will have access to the highest of secrets and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep. Yep.
it logically it doesn't make sense to me. And she was just like, Willie, when do the rules apply to people at that level of power? And that's the sad part in this country.
Yeah, that's sad.
There are rules that we as the I guess the quote unquote little people are forced to follow. And if
Right.
we don't follow them or we don't meet certain criteria, there are certain things that we cannot do. I.e., if you're a felon, you can't vote.
Correct.
However, logically, you're looking at this thing like he has this many charges and he can run for president. And there's nothing written that says he can't. He
He
can't.
voted.
It's and that's the part where it's hard for me to understand. The other side of it is the and I'm not saying this to poo-poo on anybody's feelings. The the initial outburst of emotions, probably the first, I would say, 100 days or whatever after an election, of people just assuming like the squad cars are going to roll up and just start mass deporting people out and all of this other stuff. Like President Trump, during his rallies and as his campaign, just keeps saying hot topic things to get the people going. To
Right. Correct.
from Blades of Fury, Blades of Glory, or whatever that was called.
Yeah, Blades of Glory.
Yep. So he just says stuff to get people like ramped up and lit, right? So yeah, we're sending all these people back. We're doing this, all these hot button things that he taps into of what most used to consider, I guess, like middle America, the rural small towns, like
Mm-hmm.
nobody was
Mm-hmm.
really catering to them. So he comes along and says things to cater to them. Does he actually follow through with them? TBD, right?
Right.
'Cause remember, hey, I'm gonna build this wall and shut this down, and Mexico's gonna pay for it. Like I lived in Phoenix, and we would drive to San Diego, and we would drive past Yuma, where you can actually see the wall. It's like it's still like a fence. You know what I'm saying? With some like extra things around it. It's not the wall he was talking about, right? And he had
Right.
4 years to do this, and it didn't get done, right? So but people are just like, yeah, do that, do that. And then at the end of the day, I'm just like, man, I just need, like, if you're going to be the face of the country, if you're going to be representing the country, talking to world leaders, like, I need you to have some kind of decorum. I need you to have some kind of like level of maturity, you know,
Yep. Yep.
and that's just where I'm at, right? Because, like you mentioned, when you're at that level and they're trying to do stuff like that trickles down to the states, and then the states to your local elections and things like that. So like you were saying, people just stay in tune to what's going on in your county, your city, your district, things along those lines, and vote accordingly, right? Because federal government can push stuff down, but it can be curved in the states. And I get
Right.
it. Some of the senators, representatives, governors, they're under the umbrella and the backing and the sponsorship, lack of a better term, of Trump. So they're probably just going to lean towards whatever he's saying he wants to do, because they want to keep the people voting for them happy, so they can run and be elected again. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying?
Correct.
So that was my side of it. I'm not trying to tell people uh to not be worried, because I've had people come to me, like airmen come to me and be legit concerned, because it's like some of these guys are like 19, 20. This is the first election they voted for, and
Mm-hmm.
they're just like, my grandmother has a green card, or there's somebody in their family that they feel is uh legal, but something may be rewritten or something may be misconstrued, and then like the next day their family's gone. I'm like, I don't think things are going to work that fast, but um at the end of the day, just control what you can control, right?
Correct. Correct.
The bet has been made, the decision has been made as a country, and we move forward. And every 4 years, half of America is mad and half of America is gloating, because uh, when Trump lost in 2020, like, people was out here, like,
Yeah.
we was on the
Exactly.
same energy,
Yep. Yep.
and so when we take that L, you know,
You got to. You got to hold it. You got to hold it. And me and my No Gimmicks co-host, we had this conversation, and because he's a conservative,
yeah,
so it ended up being this conversation to where I was like, I'm at a point where I'm tired of that. To
mm,
where it, because I did pay attention more intently during this election,
yep,
because I wanted to know who was bringing policies across the board. I wanted to know who was bringing policies to Texas. I wanted to know who was bringing policies to the nation, right?
hmm
And what I ended up finding was kind of disappointing. Well, it wasn't kind of, it was really disappointing. And it was the fact that we've become a country to where we don't really present policy. We just present what the other side isn't doing, right? We don't present solutions. And I would say for anybody, if you're listening to this, please do the homework, right? Find out, and like Max said, go to your states, find out what's happening locally, and find out what's impacting you, and then vote that way. Because we've gotten so used to being the other side is wrong. My homie in Marquez says the other side is the Megatron, the not the Autobots, they're,
the
they're the
Decepticon.
Decepticons. Yeah, says the other side. We both think the other side is the Decepticons, right? We have to get out of that mindset, right? Find what's working for you. It ain't gonna work for everybody, and that's the beauty of America. Find out what's working for you and vote that way, right? And don't be mad at the people that disagree with you. Find out, because what me and Frank D ultimately, our conversation ultimately ended up being, we are looking at the same issue and finding different ways. We're disagreeing on the ways to get there. We see the issue, we both do, but the way to get there is what we argue about. And I would say that's probably true for America, right? There's
hmm
1,000 ways to skin a cat. Yours doesn't have to be the right way. So just come with the ideas and don't attack the person, attack the idea. You know what I mean? Don't make it personal. Just look at it from your way, because my way won't be your way. Your way won't be my way all the time. But there is common ground in between those two ways. So that's something this election cycle, like, I would love to see this just go away. Come back next election cycle, even in 2 years. Come back in 2 years with a renewed mindset. Let this election be a reset of how we think as American citizens. Just look at the issues, look at your neighbor, and figure out how to get it done, man. Like, yes, we can do it. We're not gonna agree, and for those that don't agree, you know what I mean? Like, just pray that you're in the majority. But the the common ground is in finding the solution. So don't come to the table if you don't have a solution. That's for anybody that's trying to run for public office. Don't come to the table if you don't have anything to contribute,
Mhm.
except for, well, this guy have for, because the argument this election cycle was, well, this person's in the White House already. Why aren't they doing it right now? And the counterpoint should have been, well, this person was in the White House too. So what did they do? You know what I mean? And it's like we kept going around in this circle to where like they don't have a solution. They keep doing this. They don't have a solution. They keep doing this. If you vote this way, something's gonna happen. If you vote that way, then we're gonna lose this. And we gotta stop that. Let's
Yeah.
all come to the table with the solution.
Yeah. Kimpachi says top economist said Trump will add around 8 trillion to the deficit with tariffs. He's planning to add. Harris's policies were estimated to add a touch under 4 trillion to the deficit. That seems huge. And again, like these are all projections, right? Like until we actually see things go into effect and get the actual data, real data,
Right.
tangible data to
Right.
bring this up, it's kind of just hearsay at this point. And I want to, unless you got something to add, just add this little my 2 cents to this.
Good.
Every election, no matter presidential, you know, uh, whatever the word for governor is, it's like gubernator, whatever it is, Senate, all of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Half of the people voting are upset, and half are cool. And then
Right.
if the results were flipped, half would be upset, half would be cool.
Correct.
Everybody knows, like when their side loses, there's an issue with how we elect people into power. But if your person wins, you're cool with it. Oh, it works. And then if they lose,
Correct.
it doesn't work. I
Right.
think until both sides can get mad together or be upset or disappointed with the process together, nothing is going to change.
I'm inclined to believe that. I'm very much inclined to believe that.
And that's just how it goes. Like every 4 years, half of this country is just like, man, this thing needs to be tweaked. This thing needs to work, right? And then if your side wins, now you're not concerned with how the process works.
Correct. Correct.
So it's one of them things where until we get together as a country and be like, hey, certain things need to change. Like they work for us, you know, supposedly on paper. Politicians are supposed to work for us,
Mm-hmm.
but we know they work for people that fund their campaign and all this other stuff. So
Correct.
until we can figure that out and get to the bottom of that and clean, or to use a phrase Donald Trump used when he was first running, drain the swamp. Like get all these cats out of here, get all these people that influence elections out of here, and keep it 100% to what the people want. It'll be what it is. Because right now, every 4 years, it's just a fucking how bad can I make the other person look instead of this is
Right.
what I'm planning to do. This
Right.
guy did this, and this, right? And like I said, 100% people are afraid because, I mean, they ask me, I'm like, last time this dude was in the White House, like these cops were like really really bold out here doing a lot of stuff to people that look like me. So
It's
I,
already starting.
I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit apprehensive, but like
Yep.
I tell my people, control what you can control. Make sure you take care of your mental, take care of your chickens or your finances and your physical, right? Just control the stuff that you can control and just press ahead. Like these 4 years will go by just like the last 4 years went by, right?
Yep.
So just hang in there. Um and if things really do go sideways and you know, my man well, it just don't sit right with my spirit, man. When he was up there, hey, if we just give certain people an hour to go in there and clean up the town, these problems. I'm like, bro, are you suggesting a purge? Like,
That's what
you
it
can't
sounds like.
you can't say stuff like that because you're emboldening certain people. Like there are things that this guy says where he doesn't distance himself from enabling extremist groups to start going and doing stupid stuff.
Yep.
You know?
You don't stop the fuck shit. Like you gotta stop the fuck shit. Because the fuck shit is what makes you look bad. Like it don't. You're not gonna give everybody warm and fuzzies doing stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And if a group looks at that and sees that and says he's not on my side, how can you argue it? Except saying, but here's the thing: like the people that get emboldened by that, like the counter argument is somewhat Jen said. Like you're being called a snowflake. You get called names for being like, dude, this is offensive. You know what I mean? Like, this is offensive.
Yeah. And I mean,
So,
I don't even know, bro. It's the same thing. Like back when he was in the house before. You know, uh, like you're just gonna have those people that do stuff like that. Snowflake, this, that, third, all of this other stuff, and you know, it's just it's to quote Childish Gambino, like this is America. You know, it's we're going back and forth. We're doing X, Y, and Z. Like it's until we fully come together. Which I love how like it's always the winning side that you know they'll gloat for a bit, be like, you know,
let's get
my
together.
candidate's in here, my candidate's in here, blah blah blah.
Come on,
Hey,
guys.
hey, let's not lose friendships over politics. Let's just come together, like you know what I'm saying? Like you can't gloat, you can't be
You just
spazzing.
sat here and talked a mountain of shit, bro. Like, the fuck you want me to be happy? Because you just sat here and just said all this shit.
Like my man had a whole rally at Madison Square Garden where people were saying
He called the whole island of people
the most
garbage.
degrading things. And granted, he didn't say it himself, but your name and your shit was plastered all over this place. Your name was on the little podium. They went up there, like, bro, that's the thing. Like, you don't get out there and just say, hey, man, I didn't call y'all here to talk about this stuff, to say these things. Like, get out of here. Like, the level of respect I would have had for him if he was just like, yeah, what this comedian said, I'm not about. You know, like, y'all should have just muted his mic and got him off the stage immediately when he started doing that wild stuff. But again, yeah, it's wild stuff going on, man.
That's
He's
wild.
his circle contains people that aren't doing him any favors.
But that's gonna be the majority of the government now. It's not like it was in 2016. Like in 2016, there were people that would distance themselves away from him. That's not the case anymore. He has a team of people that are going to be loyal to him. A lot of those people weren't racist because they were loyal to him. So he's in a spot. He's in a much stronger spot now than he was in 2016. And that's why I said earlier, like I understand. I understand the concerns. I really do. Because the checks and balances, that's going away. There will be no checks and balances. So he's pretty much clear to do, if he gets the house, which it is trending that he's going to get the house, he's going to be clear to do whatever he wants to do. And for the people that lived through 2016, which is damn near everybody, you know what I mean, that voted, when living through 2016 is, we were not in a good spot as a country. We were not in the strongest spot as a country. We had the whole world on edge. Like that's a very real possibility. It's a very real possibility. So yeah, it's a wait and see thing. For me, it's like we've been down this road before. So it's not really a shock, but it's something that it's not gonna be comfortable, and I kind of know that. I don't feel like it's gonna be a good time the next 4 years. Even if it, by his standards, if it goes smoothly, I still don't think it's gonna be a comfortable time for the country
Mm.
because he's got people in his pocket and he's got a hold. They keep coming to the table with like he's got a mandate. But this whole campaign, we don't know what the fuck the mandate was, other than Project 2025. So is that the mandate? But that keeps coming up on the regular as he's picking his cabinet. It's like he's gonna come in day one with the mandate, and things are gonna happen day one. What is that? Because he didn't tell us. So it's gonna be a wait and see and pray that it ain't bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like I said, also like there are people that voted for Trump out of spite, who feel a certain type of way, and who actually kind of do share those extremist views. Um, and I mean there's bad people on both sides of the aisle, you
Yeah.
know. Um, so like I said, when it comes to social media, when it comes to interacting and stuff, like do what you need to do to protect your peace. If there's
Yes.
somebody who is being over the top with their braggadocious attitude about their candidate winning, um, and if it's causing you some things, just block. Do what you need to do, you know.
Right.
And if that person comes to you and be like, like I said, hey, don't we were friends before this, we can stay friends. Like if it's not good for your mental, do what you need to do. That person will live and wake up to see tomorrow, and so will you. Just like I said, control what you can control, and you know you have a good support circle around you, and keep doing what you've been doing. It's been working so far for you, and don't let anybody come out here and ruin or throw you off, mess up your karma, all of that stuff. Just
Right. Right.
just stay true to what you're
Yep.
doing.
Yep.
uh all right, are we ready to get in some funny shit?
Let's laugh.
All right.
God damn.
All right. So I always love getting into this segment of what did I just watch, because there's been
Oh yes.
few a few wild ass videos that we do need to discuss here amongst our fellow pitmasters. So, ladies and gentlemen, done with the heavy stuff. Uh,
Yes.
but we can continue talk about it in the comments and stuff afterwards. But
Woosah.
it is time to get into the funny shenanigans. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with what did I just watch?
Tell me I did not just see that.
All right. So the first thing, and I brought this to your attention. I think this was I think we were about to get into our fallen star session, and I came across this video of an artist who creates sculpture out of like syrup and sugar and things like that, right?
Oh yes. Yes.
So I want to bring this up so you guys can see what's going on here. So it says Berlin-based artist Joseph Marr. I can't read the rest of this stuff because it's all blocked by this. But I'll play it, and it'll kind of be a quick little hey, who's who, what, and the thing I want to draw your attention to is the interaction that the spectators are having with the sculptures, and then we'll discuss afterwards. So
Yes. Yes.
here we go. Take it away, my guy.
Never expected people to eat the sculpture. I just thought it would be nice for them to see it. But then people just started licking it. And I was like, what are you doing? You don't know who's licked there before. Like, what are you doing? Like, nobody was afraid of that. It was weird. My name's Joseph Marr, and I'm an artist working with sugar in Berlin. I just love the look on people's faces when they understand it's sugar, because most people don't actually know. And then when they hear that it's sugar, they go, what? And then they look at it again. And I think that makes them feel more part of it and they know what it's made of. Working with sugar is a unique thing. It's incredibly difficult. Temperature and humidity affect it greatly. Once it's made, it's quite solid and lives for a long time. The oldest sculptures I have are now 14 years old and they're doing well. I like the challenge of making something that should be temporary, permanent.
So I'm gonna let you have first crack at this one here. Thoughts, my man?
Oh, that's gross. That is fucking nasty.
Yeah, that ain't
My man said, what are you doing?
Crike.
You don't know who's licked there before?
It is
Absolutely, bro. You don't know whose tongue's been. You are now patient zero.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's like you got the baby licking this thing. Like,
yes.
I don't know what shots your baby took up to this point. Hopefully, you're not an anti-vaxxer. And your baby's just licking where somebody with herpes just licked.
You've scarred that baby for life.
You know, like what are we doing at this point? What are we doing at this point? With and there was one clip of this that I wanted to focus on. Like some lady went in there, and I mean it was like her, bro. Look at this.
I'm just gonna suckle the teat.
Look at this, bro. Look, bro. Lips closed, full suction on this thing.
Yeah, she's putting a rose on that goddamn skull.
No, full suction on this thing. And Pachi's like, what the fuck? Are they licking it? That's the grossest shit. I've done some gross shit, but I was drunk. Oh man, bro. She thinking about some. That's what I'm, bro. I don't know if this man knows what he can tap into. This is a. I mean,
practice on the sculpture,
sir.
Get your technique.
Yep. And what better way to encourage endurance during the act?
Yes.
Than to make it out of candy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? All right. So hear me out. You do this and you're like, bro, this is a new medium in which I can create my art. The first time somebody looks that shit, I'm just like, hey, can we put this behind some fucking glass?
Yes.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing?
People keep licking on the fucking Achilles and this thing is gonna fall over. You know, it's no different than a candy cane or something. When people you just suck and lick on a certain part of candy over time,
it's gonna degrade.
It's gonna degrade. And I mean, you got the head of the statue up there, the armpit. They down here sucking on toes and ankles and shit, kneecaps, licking the back of knees,
shit,
and whatever,
bossy.
and whatever the hell she's sucking on right now.
Man, yeah, that's a bad look.
and look, her face when she's done, like, oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's that shit. That is that shit. I don't like that.
You use the raw sugar.
Right. Is this pure cane? Is this pure cane? I think this is. Let me get one more. Oh yeah, that's pure. Like
got this right off the line, huh?
Let me. Oh, that shit. That's that
shit.
That's
pure. That's that puro.
And I love how like the camera had to back out because at first
Yeah,
Like
it looks
you were
suspect.
soaking, yeah, you were sucking on a scrotum or
Damn.
something. You know, you were sucking on a scrotum, and then the
Let me
camera's
show
like,
you-
whoa, zoom out.
Yeah, yeah. Let me show you what
No.
I want to do to you tonight.
Oh,
Whoa, 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 whoa.
hey, oh. There's another exhibit over here if you want to check that. Use this to my advantage. That shit is so out of pocket. You know, and this dude is look at all the work he's doing. He
All
is
for people to come live.
all of this stuff, and then here come people and babies licking on this. He's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Stop. It took me a week.
Yeah, you only here about to take a bite out of this thing. Look at this baby licking on this thing. Neat.
Mr. Owl.
Let's find out.
Come on.
Come on. Oh shit. It blew my mind when I saw. I was like, this is the most disgusting shit ever. You know, like I don't know if this is in Germany. I know he's out of Berlin doing this. I'm not sure if this is getting shipped, but I'm just like, bro, I swear we just got done with a pandemic.
We
just
did.
let's not do this shit again. You know, let's not do this shit.
Please. Please.
I mean, come on. Nah, I don't want to go to museums. Like, what fucking exhibits y'all got in here? Is that sugar? Is Willy Wonka in here? His old sugar fucking Sugar Crush? Is this man in here? Candy Crush man in here?
Wonka be fucking people up though. Wonka be like, look, you eat this shit if you want to. Your ass gonna turn into a floating blueberry.
That motherfucker was ruthless. My man did not give a fuck, bro.
Now I know who ate my shit. You greedy motherfucker.
You hungry ass.
Look at you. Look at you.
Look at yeah, your stomach hurt.
Kill your dumb ass. Look at you.
Stomach bubbling, ain't it? Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Now go sit down somewhere. I know it hurt.
Yeah. Go lay down with your simple ass.
Most unsanitary thing. Like at least put some velvet rope in between the people and your art, because this is disgusting. Moving on, there is another thing that I would like to share, and this goes along the lines with, you know, things upsetting stomachs. This one is apparently so people, I don't know why the craze of trying to conquer food that is made to destroy you. Like restaurants and eating establishments continue to do stuff like the world's hottest this.
Right.
We use the extract from ghost pepper, like not even the actual pepper, like the chemical inside the pepper. We extracted it and just put it 100% directly into the sauce for your wings. I'll try that. Why?
Now I'm a tell on myself. I used to live for this shit. I can't do it no more though. I used to live for shit like that.
There's no flavor.
In some instances there were.
Bro, they be doing this shit to just be hot. So
Yeah.
I'll play the video and watch this man go through it. So initially you're looking at it, and the guy's kind of initial reaction, I don't know if he was drunk and they had him try it, or if the reaction to this
Drugs
sandwich
were involved.
Yeah,
Drugs
the
were
reaction to
definitely
this
involved.
sandwich, you can slowly see his mental decompose and his physical fucking follow shortly after.
His body shut down.
But we'll let this one ride.
Don't step on that. Don't smush it in. Look, he done. He done. He done. Go to the bathroom, bro. I thought that shit was all bathroom. Yeah, in the sink. Go to the sink.
So it's at that point, like by how he's walking and stuff, I'm like, he's either drunk or he on some shit. Or third, this sandwich got this man
Oh no, it
reevaluating
definitely
life decisions.
Yeah, It's a combination of 1 and 3.
But let us continue.
Inside.
He says it's inside.
Your shit on fire, G?
Bro, that is his spirit.
Yep. He is actively having a conversation with God right now.
Yes. He is talking to his maker. And he is Dormammu, I've come to bargain with you. Let me survive this, and I promise.
Yes, I'll never do it again. I'll never do this
I
again.
swear I'll never drink again. I'll swear off. Let me live. Save me
I'll give you my firstborn. Just please.
on an altar. Oh my God. Oh, like when you start, hey, bro.
Yeah, that's pain. That is pain. That's like that's equivalent to a kid. You know when a kid like cry and they
Yeah.
silent. That's what that is. Like that silent cry. Ah.
All right.
What it feel like? Want me to call the ambulance? Yeah. For real?
They would have got this better icy.
Ah.
Bro, you don't hear.
Ah. You want to call the ambulance? Yeah.
Everybody wants to go. Ambulance car. And then they're just like,
Woo!
you want me to call an ambulance? Yeah, I got ices.
Yeah.
That is not what I asked for. Oh my God.
Call the ambulance.
Yep. Hey, I got this slush from the shopette.
They got no
I need EMTs. Go get the AED. You know,
my heart
stage
rate. My heart rate is 139, motherfucker. Come on.
resting. Here's a strawberry icy.
Hey, dog, my dog. You ain't hella good. You ain't hella good. Yeah, let me buy that, bro. It's been under 30. How long ago did they call you?
Oh, my man is out.
He
The
done.
EMT is just like, can y'all explain to me what the fuck is going on in here? I've never seen nobody this laid out without gunshots or a knife being involved. What is happening?
Man, the man is in between the toilet and the door.
Yes,
Just
on his
laid
back,
out.
just trying. He is trying to find the position to give him the most relief. He is trying anything. Anything is on the table.
Yes.
Nothing is off the table. He's like, I will do whatever it takes for relief.
Bro, the pain that you have to be in.
To let out those noises. Let out he is trying to get that out of his stomach so bad.
Man, that pain is intense, bro.
Leave my body.
Help me.
Oh my God.
Please. Buddha.
He's rocking
Jesus.
back and forth, bro. He is. Welcome to the 9 layers of hell, bro. It's
Help me, Tom Cruise.
you're in stage 1.
Shut up, bud.
Yo. Oh my God, bro. He is dying.
What did they put in that sandwich?
That's what I'm That's what I'm saying. The world's hottest chicken sandwich. My man in here.
She let her off the milk.
They went to the bodega and got some milk. Bro, y'all need to fucking induce vomiting. Get
He
that
will-
shit
he
out
will
of his body.
Never live this down.
My man, this shit fucked him up. I bet if you go to like Popeyes, a chicken sandwich, hot, mild or spicy, mild as fuck. After you make the sandwich,
He can't taste nothing.
after you make some sandwich, just dump it in some water, let it sit for a minute, and then take it out. I want
Yep.
this shit no heat.
Yep.
Did y'all season that butter? Yeah, I don't
Take it
want
off.
that. Yeah.
Wash it off.
Rinse that sandwich off before you get it.
Please.
Is that salt and pepper? I don't want none of that shit no more.
Trying to murder me. I know it. I know it.
Oh my god.
Ladder.
What's his name? What's his name? You just relax.
Oh my god.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo, they had to bring my man out of there like a bouncer, bro.
If you gotta get picked up
1, 2, 3.
via atomic wedgie, bro, you
ain't even worried about it. He don't care. Get me out of here. Get
Oh
me out of here as soon. Get me to the nearest hospital, please.
what's this shit? Lord, if you're listening, help! I forget what movie that's from. Lord, hell, he is passed out. Look at this man.
Oh yeah, he out of there.
Had no energy to stand himself up and get on this goddamn thing, man.
The way he was yelling, bro, that shit was.
I can't take it no more. He was contemplating, like, just
ending it all.
Yeah.
That definitely crossed his
Oh
mind.
my god, man. I don't know what's these comments saying. You want me to call an ambulance? Yeah. No one is asking the important question here. Where did he get this sandwich? Let me see if somebody do it. Or we not going to talk about how he wiped the floor with the paper towel in his face. It wasn't that hot. Oh my god. Folks was dizzy. The shit was so hot.
Bro, that's
Getting sent to the hospital off a chicken sandwich is crazy. Is it me or did bro lose bad weight by the end of the video? And then I do agree with the get new friends, bro. Like at a certain point,
they
like
did not look out for you.
The recording, the initial reaction of oh shit, please somebody get it. Like let me cut this off. No, y'all had to play by play. Y'all had to play by play. This person says I ate the world's hottest chip on 2 occasions, and the second time was way worse for whatever reason. It felt like it was burning a hole in my stomach, and I was on the bathroom floor because the cold made it feel 1% better. And whatever side I was laying on would burn after a few seconds, and I seriously thought I might need to go to the hospital until I threw up. Like that's what you got to do.
Yep.
Get that shit out your body.
Yep.
But nah, he was trying to G it out, bro.
He failed miserably.
You want me to call the ambulance? Yeah. For real?
Yeah.
Dude ain't called the ambulance for another 20 minutes. He thought he was playing. EMS
No,
someone please come. Yo, my buddy. Bro. And bro, if you ain't got no insurance, or even if you got insurance, they'd be like, what's the reason for this visit? Man, so I had this sandwich, right? Or this will be the last claim we file on your behalf. You are dropped. Like,
you don't understand. My body betrayed me.
I almost had to type into my life insurance. Jesus, man. That is ridiculously unsaid. What else we got in here? Oh, this dude. I don't know what this shit is. My man here.
Ooh wee.
Mom, it's all good. Go make yourself some friends and you will know. Once I was 7 years old.
So is this what is it? Modork? Modoc? What's this motherfucker from Ant-Man?
Modoc. This motherfucker made it out of the quantum realm. Come on, Modoc. That motherfucker has an unusually large head, bro. God damn.
I can't even look at it. And you up there singing so hard. Once I was 7 years old.
Were you?
Oh my God, bro. The comments is wild, man. Somebody said it's Head Sharon.
That's fucked up.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's crazy.
This comment says, I was going to comment and say, y'all are wrong for entertaining this. But once I saw who put Matt Damon in the microwave, I realized I was part of the problem. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Hey, look, his barber charges per square feet. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want, hey, I'm going to be 100% transparent with you. I know I could be a better human. I know I can. But the way my fucking laugh box is set up.
Bro, the first comment took me out. It's like, what syndrome is this?
Oh, what?
I had to get off the post. Like, stop. They
He looks
shoot
like,
too hard.
He looks like the wisdom tooth. You know, some people in the comments, I'm like, bro, you're using your creativity for evil. but here I am endorsing it. Like, you're quick wit and everything. You could be doing way better stuff. Oh my God. God bless his mother. Shit, that hurts, man. Once I was 7 years old.
Somebody said, I feel so bad for him, but the comments are bringing out the worst in me.
Who is that? I know, bro. I should have just copied and pasted that, man. Cause, like, hey, bro, I don't have, I don't have the courage to get up there and sing anything in front of anybody, unless it's karaoke and everybody drunk around me. Then I'll grab a mic. But he up there in a talent, I ain't doing no talent show singing because I know I don't have it in me. He had the courage to do that, you know. And I'm just like, have at it, my boy. Like, live your life. We'll look at this one, then we'll get to who's man's. So I don't know what country this is, but obviously, my man is not trained to do what he is trying to do here. Why? Well, I don't know. Why you put that wire in your mouth like it's a 9-volt battery? You gotta test it to see. Instinct is like, let me get away from this cable. As far away from this thing as I can.
Well, you see him back up like,
yeah, the rest of his crew was like, oh shit.
Look like he got shot.
Oh my my God, man. Oh my God. Has anyone checked on this man? That was the day he and his wife conceived Usain Bolt.
Oh my God.
Did he really try to bite off the piece he was trying to
He
cut?
did. He
Why is he running like electricity is chasing him?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Let me get out of here before he
I'm
again.
next.
Yeah. Here's an electrician from Timu. Why is bro wearing a biker helmet? Fake it till you make it gone wrong.
Oh, extremely wrong.
Well,
Extremely wrong.
he got his electrolytes. Oh, my man was trying to get some kind of superpowers. What he was doing.
It was.
Isn't
Man.
this how Electro got his?
I was just about to say that.
I could be like Jamie Foxx. Yeah. You know what's messed up? They thought they was cooking in that movie when they were just like,
Yeah, exactly.
oh, when he shoots electricity, make it play Itsy Bitsy Spider because it's like Spider-Man. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Bam, 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 bam. Why is nobody liking our movie? I don't get it. I don't.
That shit didn't make sense, bro.
Oh my God. Let's see if we have anything else in here. What was this one? Oh, this one is not so funny, but it makes me look at bars here in the States and be like, y'all need to put some more.
Y'all need to step to this
y'all
man is he's
shit
doing live action bartender glass of God right now.
Look how drinks are prepared.
Watch what this man does. Watch what he does. Look, he's showing you. Look at this shit. Watch this. Yeah.
Chop. I didn't even know you could just cut ice like that.
This man made a fucking Mario coin out of ice and then put it in a glass. Look at
Look
this
how he
shit, bro.
presented it, bro. So clean. Is this ice to your liking?
Look at that.
I guess. Look at that. Boom. Dry ice for the effect.
Look at that.
My man is in a suit, by the way.
Yes. White.
Your drink. Look at this. Fucking demon slayer. Woo.
Through the fire.
Bro, I fucking can't. I'll be at a bar like, hey, let me get a Crown and Coke.
Here you go. That'd be $8.
Yeah. Oh, bro, if it's only $8, man, I'll be at that
now
bar.
it's like 15.
Look at this. The care, the showmanship. Wow. Just like I wouldn't know what I'll be at this bar like, yo, what is
how much do I tip you?
Yeah. and you know what? Japan, he'd be like, no tip.
No tip. Yeah. Just drink it and be satisfied. Motherfucker,
bro, you about to set yourself on fire out here, bro.
Look how you shaking this shit.
In the white suit. No burn marks.
Yeah. In the old
My
days.
man is legit out here just controlling fire.
Yes.
He's a firebender. Motherfucker is out here.
Is a Hattori Hanzo sword that I am going to cut the ice.
And it looks like that knife, like if you're like, the ice isn't satisfying to me, he would probably end himself.
Yes, exactly. He takes it that serious.
Yeah. I have disgraced this bar and insulted your family.
My family.
Yeah, like, oh my God.
My bloodline show in today.
Mac, what did you say? I just said I wanted a crown.
I said, goddamn, this was all right.
I wanted Crown Apple. He put in regular Crown. I just said it's all good. Shit, we got to get out of here. Oh man. But Yeah, there's a few more, but I do want to get into a who's man. So we have two, and
Okay.
I'll give you the synopsis of both, and we can choose the one we want to talk about. So the first one involves a woman who marries a man who sustained a concussion and forgot they broke up 7 months earlier. Or we could talk about a doctor that surrendered their license after allegedly asking a patient who revealed that they had an abortion if she had Jesus in her life.
Ooh, that's a tough choice. This is like bottom of the barrel for both.
Dealer's
Okay.
choice.
I'm kind of interested in the girl that marries a man.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, prepare for this week's segment of whose man's is it?
Hey, yo, who man's is this? Oh, man's is this? Who man's is this? I need to know.
So the lady in question is one Jenna Brotherson. Um, I shall bring the article up so you guys can read along because I feel that's a an important thing we do over here at the Smoke
Yep.
Pit. As you can see here, first reported by People Magazine as of Thursday, November 7th, which was yesterday. So it's current. We're not bringing you that old news. We stay on the front lines when it comes to shenanigans, news that involves shenanigans, if you will. So it reads, the day after a woman dumped her boyfriend, he sustained a concussion and forgot they broke up. 7 months later, they tied the knot. The day after a woman broke up with her boyfriend, he sustained a concussion and forgot the split happened. 7 months later, they said, I do. When Jenna and Mitchell Brotherson married in September of 2020, no one would have known that they had split 7 months before, including the groom. The day after Jenna broke up with Mitchell because she was too, and it has it in quotes, too overwhelmed with life, he got into a ski accident that left him severely concussed. So when this happened, he was 22 at the time. He was attempting to do a flip at Utah's Beaver Mountain ski resort when he landed wrong, hitting his head. He blacked out and woke up while paramedics were taking him down the hill, completely unaware of what was happening. Jenna says he was going off a jump and it was super icy. His feet, I don't know why I'm doing her voice like that. His feet went in front of him, so he went off the jump and landed on his head. It was pretty severe concussion. He ended up failing most of his courses that semester and had to take leave of absence after that to help his brain heal. Like, yo,
You fucked
Mitchell's
yourself up.
bro. Mitchell's concussion significantly impacted his memory, causing him to forget his breakup with Jenna entirely. At the hospital, he called who he thought was still his girlfriend to pick him up because he couldn't drive. I'm like, why is he messaging me this? I just broke up with him, Jenna recalls. She continues to tell people, Mitch kept messaging me and trying to hang out after his concussion, and I was confused as to why he would keep messaging me because we had broken up. I thought that maybe he took the statement of staying friends really seriously. It even was to the point when I told him that my roommate and I had a hard day and he came by and brought us ice cream. Jenna almost immediately regretted her decision to break up with Mitchell because he had been so kind and thoughtful of her feelings during the conversation and just tried to help her work through the difficulties of her life instead of being upset or mean. So she reevaluated their breakup in March while on vacation for spring break. I was nervous to swallow my pride and ask if he would date again, says Jenna, who received a text from Mitchell to hang out the day she returned. All right. So this seems like a script from a rom-com or some shit.
Yes, it does. It's
Um
like the male version of 51st Days.
so I ask you this, Black. Put yourself in this guy's shoes. Your girlfriend just breaks up with you because she doesn't tell you why. Maybe it's just like, I'm just going through a lot right now. I just don't think we belong together, whatever. You're like, babe, what the fuck? Whatever. You go skiing the next day, probably try to take your mind off of shit,
Yeah.
Bust your head on some shit, go into a concussion, severely concussed. You failing school and shit.
Mhm.
And you wake up, you don't remember the breakup, and you're just still doing things because you think you're together. She's not telling you
Right.
she's not saying, what are you doing? We broke up. She's not filling you in on nothing.
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden, she tells you, hey, you want to go out? He's probably like, what do you fucking talk about? Like, we've been.
We are.
And then she
I done
breaks it
bought
to
them
you.
drinks.
She breaks she breaks it to you that she broke up with you. You got a concussion, and then you came back, and you're so super sweet. She regrets breaking up with you. Let's get married. Is that something you do?
Nah.
No,
Nah.
no.
Nah.
What's your
Listen, man. Listen.
what are you saying to her when she dumps all that information on you?
I got to reevaluate the relationship because I've been lied to.
Yeah,
Like, you've lied to me. If you don't want to call it lying, you withheld the truth, and that's worse.
lies of omission
Yes.
are just as bad.
Yep. This is bad, right? So here I am, still being what I think is a good boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
checking up on you and doing the things I normally would do.
Mm-hmm.
This is the reason you broke up with me, right? Because I was doing all this shit before. Nothing changed on my end, except I don't remember the breakup. That's the only thing that changed.
Right.
I'm still being me. I'm still being who this person was that you eventually want to marry.
Mm-hmm.
What was it about me that you wanted to break off? You wanted to break off our relationship. Then you don't tell me about it. So you let me live this lie, and then you fall in love with me after you go on spring break. So that's two big reasons why, you know what I mean? Like you break up with me,
Yeah.
go on spring break, you come back from spring break, and then you decide we want to be together. Like that's a red flag. And I don't know the whole time that we've broken up. I even let you go on spring break without me.
So she says, hold on, where's that one paragraph at? After hanging out with friends, we chatted in the evening, and I asked to get back together with him. That's when I realized he had no clue that we even broke up. She continues, I told him about how we were in my car and what I said to him and what he said back. He told me he didn't remember any of that except for chatting in the car, but he didn't remember what we chatted about. He thought it was super funny, and I was relieved. It made it easy to get back together because to him, we never weren't together.
Oh, so you had this man in the friend zone.
Just getting all the benefits of a guy doing boyfriend level.
That's nasty work. That's nasty.
Like when you and your roommate were going through stuff and he came by and brought y'all ice cream and shit and left, like your roommate wasn't like, Jenna, didn't you break up with this motherfucker?
Girl, why are you doing this?
I did, but I don't know why he's just super nice. I just think he's taking the whole friends thing to the next, like, bitch, you know what you're doing.
Yeah, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
And then here's the thing. In her mind, she's single.
Yes.
So in her mind, she's like, that justifies me to go cut up on fucking spring break.
Exactly.
That's single Jenna. And then when
I'm single, we're not together, and
you get it. Now I can cut up, do whatever the fuck it is I want to do on spring break. And then when I come back, be like, hey, you know what? We should get together.
my whole phase is over. Let's make this official.
Now that that's meet me at the altar. Yeah.
It was but a gentle kiss on the forehead.
That is nasty work.
Super nasty work.
That is nasty work, Jenna. How dare you? How dare you? Like, you
That's
were
some
not
General
aware of this
Hospital
man.
shit.
Like, when you picked him up from the hospital, you were like, he totally remembers everything that happened.
All right, here you go. I'm gonna drop you off.
Why are you calling me? What do you want?
Right,
Babe.
that didn't come out your mouth.
Babe, come pick me up. What is wrong with you?
But
When you
I
picked
need-
him up, the doctor wasn't like, my man has a severe concussion and some amnesia. Like, this dude is, and
you
you're like,
don't remember.
"Hmm."
How can I take it?
Her friends, Jen, aren't you? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Let's take it, I don't want to drop this news on them too early and overwhelm them. You gotta, it's like a sleepwalker. You just don't wake them the fuck up, Let's
Bitch, he's bringing us Cold Stone, okay? Us.
not you. This man cares about you and your friends.
Let this go.
Why'd
Let
you
it go.
break up with him unless he was like a fucking a Kyle or a super asshole,
Oh Lord.
and then had this concussion and just fucking flipped around?
Flipped? Yeah.
Yeah. Because it sounds like he was this cool dude the whole time.
Right.
And all of a sudden, like, life got too crazy for you and you broke up. But then because life got cool again for you, like you said, spring break, a lot of shit got out your
Right.
system. Like,
Yeah. Sowing them royal oats.
yep. Do you want to start dating again? What are you talking about? Oh, you didn't know?
You didn't know that we broke up? Girl, what the fuck? When? Before your accident. You weren't gonna
Bitch,
tell me?
you just now telling me?
You ain't gonna tell me? You weren't gonna tell me this?
When I showed up with Cold Stone for both of y'all,
Right. I thought you
Yo,
knew.
you weren't like pulling me to the side, like, what's going on here? We're not together anymore. Like, none of this shit.
Nothing.
You just thought I was that cool of a dude?
I was doing chow runs for you and everything. Like, what the fuck?
Taking it a step further. The whole time he's doing this stuff. And if in his mind he thought y'all was together and you knew y'all weren't, as a dude, me, I'd have been like, so why haven't we been having sex in a while? Like,
Point
what the fuck?
number one.
Yeah,
Point
what-
number one.
What's going on with us? Like, is everything cool? Because
What are
I'm bringing you ice cream and shit. I'm checking in on you, helping y'all get through some tough shit. Like, bro, I can't get a kiss goodbye or nothing like that. What the
is
fuck's
this?
up?
Yeah, what is this?
Oh, you didn't know we broke up, bitch.
Give me this goddamn ice cream.
Yep. You know what? I'm going on spring break, and I'll think, and I'll get back with you when I get back.
Exactly.
Pause this relationship. I'm gonna need some time to think about it.
I'm
And I'm
going to
going.
Daytona. I'll be back.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. If I remember,
Going to South Beach.
if I remember to come back to you. This bitch got me. Running around town like a Chuck E. Cheese. Oh no. Bro. That's like, yeah, exactly. Jen, like, no hugs, no butt slaps, no flirting.
Nothing.
Thanks for the ice cream, Darren.
Fuck you mean? Thanks for the ice cream.
Bye, Jenna. I love you. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. What am I doing wrong? Yeah. I love you. Jenna, you need to tell that man, girls, hush. Bitch, you got fucking Cold Stone. Shut the fuck up and eat.
What was that marriage? What was that the post-marriage ceremony like? What was that like? You know, where they go in and they do the celebrating and they do the cheers and shit. What was that like? You know, somebody came out with the story.
I don't know, bro. He was I'm like, oh my God. Like, bro, you ain't like. What was your circle like, Darren? Like, you ain't had no boys to be like, damn, man, she broke up with you. That's crazy. Hey, we gonna
That's
hit up.
wild.
We about to go to this ski resort and turn the fuck up. Yeah. You know,
Oh
you
shit.
you bust your head. None of them can pick you up. You got to call your girl.
Yep.
And none of them
Ain't
be
give
like,
a fuck.
ain't nobody was like, hey, why you calling her?
Yeah, right.
Darren, she dumped your ass, bro. That's the whole point of us coming out here. To find holes in Utah, bro. What you doing out here?
Guys are crazy.
Shut up. We're out here trying to find some Mormon girls to soak with.
Yeah. Yes. Supposed to jump on the bed, you know?
I was the jumper. Come on, man. Like, we had a whole system worked out. For those that don't know, look up soaking in BYU. Just
earlier Smoke Pit episode
yes,
too.
It's a callback to our
It's
earlier days. Yes. Oh man, Jen says he has a square, not a circle. I agree. Shit.
I agree.
I'd have been the person. What the fuck you calling her for? I'm right here, my boy.
Yeah, bro, don't you know she broke up?
You got anybody that can pick you up? Yeah, I'll call my girl. Bro, I've been waiting in this goddamn waiting room after you busted your head trying to fucking eat evil out there, bro.
What girl? You got a girl already?
You thought you was Shaun White out there, bro. Ain't the Olympics?
My man got a girl already. He got that Riz on 10.
Who you calling? Jenna? My boy. Jenna dumped your ass, man. Huh?
Nah,
and that was roll credits.
Yep.
Bro, she dumped your ass. She was like, you ain't shit. She going through some shit, whatever. You don't remember? Nope. Swear to God.
Bro, she was in the sports dorms the other day. Did you not see that?
You don't see her hanging out with the jocks? You're lying. I don't know if Darren's something like that. Shut up. You're lying. Jenna would never. I swear to God.
Yeah, no, really.
Look at her IG. Yeah. Look at her status thing on Facebook. It says single as fuck. Not even it's complicated.
Not even it's complicated.
Yeah. Anyway, Jenna
working on me.
You know the post, the newly single woman post. It is time to focus on me. I am entering my era, boss bitch era. I am focusing on me. Yeah.
Hashtag new me.
Jenna Brotherson. Nasty work, girl.
Filthy work.
Filthy. But at the end of the day, you got what you wanted.
You got your man. You got your king.
So, Darren, I wish there was more we could have done for you, but I hope you guys are both happy. But Jenna,
Plot
that's
twist.
nasty work. What?
That's nasty work. Plot twist. What if he remembers it?
He remembered the breakup?
Yeah.
It was all part of his plan.
It was
get her back.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that is our entry for Who's Man's first one for November. But we do have a bracket going on.
Yes.
We know it's a hella late getting you the updates on it, but we have reached the finals, and it is time for us to talk about the best Halloween candy of all time. So go ahead and roll that bracket update video for us. Well, we have come to our finals, ladies and gentlemen. If you are new, you haven't been hearing about this, we had a bracket going on. We had 71 different kind of candies, and we are down to the final 2. Let me ensure that I bring up the right screen so everybody can follow along. There we go. Whoop. And get it to the right screen. Bow. And zoom in, enhance. There we go. So our semifinals was Kit Kats going up against Snickers and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups going up against Starburst. Reese's, believe it or not, moved on easily with 90% of the votes. Kit Kat squeaked by with 52% of the vote. Note that these are the number 1 and number 2 seeds from our the initial seeding. So, turns out the seeding wasn't too crazy because the top 2 ended up meeting. With that being said, are you shocked by the results, sir?
Not at all. Not at all. This one is one of the ones that went pretty much par for course.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say probably the Tootsie Fruit Chews getting as far as they did.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, y'all making it to the fucking the final 8 there.
Yeah.
The quarterfinals with the word Tootsie in your name. I thought people see that shit and be like, that's not it for me. But so the poll and the voting for that will go live as soon as our show ends. And that'll run for a couple days because then we need to close this one out because the next bracket that will be laid out for you guys on Sunday, with voting starting on Sunday as well. The best Thanksgiving side dish.
Oh, yes. I already have
The
vote.
best Thanksgiving side dish.
Season of thanks is upon us,
people. It is. And we're trying to keep this theme going. So if you have suggestions, again, all we do over here at the Smoke Pit, I'll just go to a random site because this whole seating and doing, I just go to a random site. Somebody probably wrote an article or did a poll on it years ago. And we'll be like, whoop, we'll just use this, throw this in here. Because at the end of the day, you're going to vote for your favorite.
Yep.
You're going to vote for your favorite. Baked mac and cheese is going to be in there. Green bean casserole is not even going to make it out the first round. It bet not. Chitlins is not even going to be an option for this.
No, it better not be.
Because I know y'all. And y'all know y'all. Y'all know what y'all
want some chitlins and no, fuck
that. Y'all know exactly what it is you're gonna do if we put chitlins on there.
Yep.
And we don't want that. I don't want that.
I definitely don't want that.
So be prepared for that. Best Thanksgiving side dish on the way.
Amen.
I mean, just think about it. We got, the homemade, not homemade, but the Jiffy cornbread.
Yep.
Might throw the Hawaiian rolls on. I know how people feel about the Hawaiian rolls. Be like, that's not real. I'll be fucking them up. You're gonna have your yams, greens, green beans, black eyed pea. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yes, dirty rice.
Greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, rams, ham. Oh, no. You know it. So just be ready for that. Don't expect it to be as big of a bracket, but we'll have your favorite sides on there, and we'll try to keep these things open for about a week to let y'all vote, get in there, and do what y'all got to do. So, with that being said, keep your eyes out and be ready to vote for either Kit Kats or Reese's Peanut Butter Cups as the best Halloween candy, or pretty much just the best candy of all time, if we're really serious about it.
Yep.
So, just be prepared for that. Moving on, I think it's time for us to get back to our regularly scheduled programming and wrap up episode 154.
Let's do it.
And now we return you to our regular scheduled program in progress.
Ooh.
Hey, man.
Busy over here at DFPN, man. What you got for him, bro?
All right. We have a bracket running on Patreon as well. It's a Patreon only bracket. We did a throwback we updated an old bracket and we brought it back for the patrons. If you're a part of the Patreon club, just go ahead, go to Patreon, vote on it. I'm gonna update it. I think we're in the semifinals now. So the bracket itself is Disney Pixar. We brought that back and we released it just to Patreon. So if you want to participate in that, go to the Patreon and participate in that bracket. It's been a pretty good time. Fallen Star, we did a session last weekend. Epic session last weekend.
Winding down.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Real.
So make sure you guys are tuning in to Fallen Star Friday. Shout out to Eric and Jen over at Queens of Nerdum and tap into that. Also, website. We're streaming on the website live tonight. We got updates on the website daily almost. So I've been looking at the numbers, looking really good. We've had a pretty strong November. We had a pretty strong October, and November is already looking good. So thank you to everybody that's going over to the website. And Kimpachi, if you're still here, I have something to propose to you. So hit me up when you get offline, bro. Please. Yeah, man, it's a lot going on. Shout out to everybody that's worked with us. We had a few outside podcasts. We had some people over at DFPN show up on some outside podcasts. So shout out to everybody that's been working with us, man. It's been a pleasure. It's been a real pleasure. I think this has been we're winding down a great year. I do want to end it on a strong note for the Smoke Pit. I'm gonna bring back the Secret Santa and open that up to the group again. I'm actually started working on that again, so we'll bring that out. Hopefully, everybody enjoyed it last time, and we can make this a bigger one this year. So I've already started working on that, and I think I'm gonna release that next week. So yeah, man, it's a busy time. Great busy. Thank you everyone for the support, and just keep tapping in with us, man, and we'll keep working for you.
Yeah, I got nothing left to add.
One thing, man. I got some breaking news actually.
Oh shit.
And it's not great breaking news. It's the one that we hate delivering over here. So, Tony Todd, Candyman. It was just reported that he passed away. So, definitely prayers go out to his family and his fans and his friends. But no one was a scarier supernatural being than Candyman. And thank you, brother, for bringing that to life. Thank you for scaring the shit out of us. And thank you for holding that presence because you were amazing. So we actually there's a Queens of Nerdum show with him being mentioned in it. So please go check that out. And, prayers out to the family and friends of Tony Todd. Sad news to report, but I confirmed it.
Damn. I mean, it's not to get too deep, but like nobody lives forever type stuff. It's not like he was currently active, like being in movies, shows, and things like that. But you just think about the iconic characters they brought to life on the screen, and knowing that they're no longer here.
Right.
It kind of hits people different ways depending how how you looked at the character, how much that movie meant to you, how much it played a role in your upbringing. If it's on your favorites, is scary. You know what I'm saying? So I will say, of all the supernatural entities that are called into this realm by looking in the mirror and saying their name, like, he was the one I did not want to fuck with.
Absolutely.
He was not the one that I was like, bro, like, y'all want to play Bloody Mary, cool, but like if y'all start doing
Candyman,
bro, I'm telling.
Yeah.
Mama,
in the bathroom.
Miss Mitchell, your son is in the bathroom trying to call demons into this world. What? Mac, what's wrong with you? Why'd you tell? I don't know if for certain it would have worked, but I can't fuck around and see if it.
Yep, I don't want to find out. Definitely don't want to find out.
But yeah, man, like you mentioned, the Queens did do an episode. They covered all the boogeymen from across the different realm, movies, TV, such like that. Great job! Shout out to the Queens for running the spooky
Absolutely.
spooky season over at DFPN. That was their idea, running it. The episodes you had vampires, werewolves, zombies, boogeymen. An episode every week for the month of October. So shout out to them. Go check those episodes out. Super dope. And yeah, got a lot more coming up. Just know around this time, kind of after Thanksgiving, we do take kind of the DFPN sabbatical, chill with family and stuff like that for the holidays. But some stuff will be rolling out on the Patreon side. And we may, continue to do shorts and stuff like that from USDN on the YouTube side, and Fallen Star 100% will be continuing. So the Smoke Pit will be throttling back. Expect more bonus episodes. And then, of course, we'll probably round it out with expect to start seeing some polls for you to start selecting your winners for each month for whose man's is that, as we try to compile our final list for contestants for the annual Come Here Award. A lot of good stuff happening over here. So unless you got anything else, boss man.
I got nothing else, man. Thank you guys. Awesome show tonight.
Agreed. Again, when it comes to what's happening in the country, do, like I said, protect your peace.
Absolutely.
Whatever it is you got to do to protect your peace. Don't let anybody throw you off. And if the world starts becoming a place where you feel endangered and you just need a place where you can be yourself, a little place of refuge, I hope our little group over here on Facebook, social media, and the bonds that have been created through our group will help you get through it.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, I'm here for you. So if you need to reach out and just get some stuff off your chest, I've been told I'm a good listener, so I'm here to listen to you. So episode 154 of the Smoke Pit. Good stuff. Knock the rust off. Get live again. Talk to y'all. Appreciate you guys tuning in and supporting us as always. And as always, I'm the homie Mac, aka your boy.
And I am bred like a king, made as Kelvin Cayley. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, have love, make sex, peace.
Peace.
Welcome to the Smoke Pit. It's Friday night, come and take a load off. Come sit in the Smoke Pit, it's time for us to show off. It's been a long week, come relaxing, get some laughs in, and let's talk about these brackets. And while we at it, tell me whose man's is this? Cause I got questions, I'm hoping you can answer it. Get ready, cause we gon' talk a lot of shit. It's Mac and Mac, welcome to the Smoke Pit.